What up, battle rap community, my fellow battle rap fans, my fellow wordsmiths, lovers of the art. So, as promised, there's a second video today coming to you live. Still from the quarantine zone. Being safe, staying at the crib. Hold up. You know what I'm saying? Gloves on deck. Gloves on deck. Keep yourself safe. You know what I mean? But nah, man, we just putting out some of these reviews, so we got a chance to sit back and watch some battles because we was in the crib. So we are going to review Rum Nitty versus Jerry Wess. This was a battle I was very excited for. One of the things you may notice about this review is that it is in black and white. That's because that matches this battle. The result was black and white, clear as day. So we'll get into that in just a second. I was very excited for this battle. I liked what Jerry Wess had been doing, the kind of run he had been on. You know, I was intrigued by the round he threw at Smack. Telling yo, holla at me. I've been putting on. I ain't getting no big plays. What's up? I didn't necessarily love it or hate it, but I was intrigued and I thought it was effective. So, but the saying always goes, be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you wish for. And I think Mr. Jerry Wess learned that lesson the hard way. Now, I had heard in another review, I think on Champion, they were like, yo, your job is just to not die. And I think that's kind of how everybody felt. Like, yo, just don't die and you'll be good. As long as you hold your own and don't get absolutely steamrolled. Because Rum Nitty, as we know, his punch count is ridiculous. So, yeah, I've watched this battle back a couple, 2-3 times now, and it never changed, bro. This is a clear 2-1 for Rum Nitty. We're just gonna keep it short, sweet, to the point. There's not too much to debate on it. Clear 2-1 for Nitty. He took the first 2 rounds blatantly. I think, and to give Wess props though, I think he did very well in the third. He took the third clearly, but to be fair, it kind of seemed like Nitty might have, that was kind of a forfeit round for him. He just kind of let that one go. Not let it go, but it was a lot shorter. I don't know. It was already over. It was, everybody knew it was over at that point. He was up 2-0. So. But Wess came back and had a very, very solid third round. He did very well. And again, showed a lot of the potential and poise that had a lot of the fans and, himself thinking, yo, I'm ready for a bigger place, bigger stages. I can do this. So, yeah, man, shout out to Wess for that third. But just to, again, trying to keep it short and sweet, man, I'll try not to stay on the ones that's debatable too long unless it's like a crazy topic that I wanted to talk about. But just to get into some of the bars real quick. So, in the first Rum, he just starts off with the Wess flips right out the gate, and he just, you know how Wess is, not Wess, you know how Rum is. It's like, with him, it's punch count, bro. Like, all of them may not be haymakers, but they all gonna be at least, I just shitted faces, and there's gonna be 100 of them back to back to back to back. Like, it just doesn't stop. He just doesn't stop punching. He's like the Sean Porter of battle rap. Like, it's just punch after punch after punch, and you just where you didn't get off the ropes, bro. But yeah, he started off talking about how he got several bodies, and this is gonna be the story of how the West was won. Talking, some other gun talk, what Rum Nitty about, what I'm saying. He said, he got him at gunpoint, giving him directions. He said, do it before you die. It's a bucket list. He had a waiver release form. I didn't sign up for this bar. That was nasty. I'm gonna let y'all catch that on the app. Sign up and get the app, bro. It's worth it. It's worth it. They be clowning on the app in the battles, but people getting busy on that mug. They know what's up. They were in Atlanta for the event, for the Caffeine event. He had a bar like as soon as I saw I had West Atlanta, I knew I was on one. And it, clever wordplay. It was very well done. Try not to do too many bars, man. With Nitty, it's just so many, bro. Like, I had some other ones down, but I'm gonna just let it go. He ended it with, we see you can do 5 stuff with assistance, but you here now in the big leagues. Like, we're here to see if you can do it yourself. So, let's go, do it yourself. So, West goes in round 1. And he said he had a bar. I made my own planet. I'm Star-Lord father, and Star-Lord father, and it was cool. I don't know. I think West is kind of, that's one of the things he's known for, like, is the Marvel references, I guess. which is fine. That's cool. I like Marvel too, and I'm not hating on that at all. But it was cool. He said I got the choppers on the strap like a dope fiend. You know, did the acted like he was biting the, you know. Anyway, he he had this one bar where he said, "I'll get descriptions effed up more than a drunk witness." And descriptions. Okay, so here's my assessment of Jerry Wess, especially in the first 2 rounds. Delivery and all that kind of stuff, poise, presence, projection, all that was there. I was surprised by some of the bars. Like everything else was good. Some of the bars just seemed either tired or like low key. Like I don't want to hate because I rocked with Jerry. Like not whack or corny, but like almost. You know what I mean? Like borderline. He had a few bars in that first round that just had me like what? Like, why is he spitting that? Like, you know, he's better than this. You know, he was like, you know, somebody gave me rum. Smack gave me rum like the cool uncle. I'm trying to think. Oh, he said, you know, your niggas will die one at a time. AirPods, and he acted like he was taking the AirPods out, and like, I just realized, just reenacting it right now, I feel so stupid. I'm sorry. Like, no disrespect to Jerry Wess. I think he's fire. I think he definitely can perform well in big battles. And does he deserve to continue to progress on Smack? 100%. He put in his work. You know what I mean? Let him, let him shine. Let him live. I don't dislike Wess at all. There's a couple of his battles that I like, but the bars. The bars, and especially this first round, was just kind of hit or miss for me. Oh, he said, I know it's nothing new about this bitch. I'm a bad boyfriend. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he had a Harvey Dent quarter flip bar, and it was just about, you know, the heads on either end. You know, I don't know. I was just surprised by how many meh or very common bars he came with for Nitty. He actually had a rock in his face Gnome 6 bar. You know, he said, I'm rocking his face. Gnome 6. Like, how many? What? Like, you're better than that. You're better than that, Wes. You know what I'm saying? So, it seems like a lot of reaches, and I don't know. I was kind of surprised by how Wes came with his material in the first couple rounds. He had a B10 like white parents, you know, you didn't get to B10 like B10 beating, like stretch that yeah, that reach, you know what I mean? Yoink. But so I gave round the first round clear. What I will say is Wes did have a fire bar in the first where he said if I catch him swimming in the hotel pool, you know, a headshot K-Dot, it'd be a pool full of liquor. That was fire. That was fire. Like, that's what I'm talking about, Jerry. You know what I mean? It's there. You can do this. Come on. Right off the top of round 2, though, Rum rebuttals that. And he said, you babysitting up top is... Anyway, I'm going to just get the app. He rebutted it with bars from the K-Dot song, you know, about babysitting up top, only 2 or 3 shots. Anyway, yeah. He said if I go back to my old ways, you'll lose everything, like a factory reset. He said I had a bar about your jaw broke and that's why you're going through it. Again, that one was a little more common, just the way he spit it went over well, but a little more common side. You know, I see you, Nitty. I'm gonna be fair. I ain't gonna let you slide, bro. I ain't gonna let you slide. But that punch count again, it's the frequency. He said he'll, you know, if I hit him, it'll knock all the feeling out this app, nigga. I'm job hunting. Nitty just creative, just super creative. He had a bar about Kanye's mom, and he said, you know, they gave Don to West, but it didn't work. You know, they gave the Don to West. He did well in the John battle. He said, but it didn't work out with Chess, and he died from it. Like, ugh, nasty. Anyway, I'll leave it, but I'll just touch on this. At the end of the round, Nitty kind of officially, publicly stamped it and claimed hustle. And he said, I'll put you 6 feet with this 5-4. I put you 6 feet with these 5-4s. Rum and hustle. Everybody was going crazy. He went. And she was standing right there on stage when he was rapping it. After he said that bar, they went up and hugged and all that. Everybody was like, yeah, happy couple. Salute to them, man. No hate. You know what I mean? It don't matter about the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight and the dog. Yeah, D. So Jerry Wess round 2. He did have a nice bar where he said, I heard you had some scraps. If I had been the one that fought you, Nick, you wouldn't be so lucky. He got the accent, so he said, if I was the one that fought you, Nick, you wouldn't be so lucky, fortunate. Wordplay was a little slanted, but it went over well. I liked the bar. Shout out to you, Jerry. He had a bar, it takes a village to raise a child. I use a shotgun. In my other video about the 40 cal, it will recap, and if you watch some of my other battle recaps, I touch on this. Just for me personally, I'm a long-time battle rap fan, highly into the bars specifically, but obviously I appreciate performance and all the intangible star quality, all that good stuff. But just being a long-time battle rap fan, being a lover of the wordsmith, the bars, the penmanship, I just find it really odd when, people single out kids in bars. Like, that's weird to me. Only because, again, in my perspective, I'm thinking about reality. Like, okay, they actually have to sit down, with their phone, their pen, whatever. They just write in their head thinking about this dude, and they're thinking about ways to verbally destroy them in a battle, and cement their superiority. And like, you're like, okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go over and write something about going over and getting these kids. Like, this, I don't know. It's weird to me. Like, talk to him. You know what I mean? Like, of course you could beat up some children. If you couldn't, like, there's something wrong. But, like, why? Anyway, I don't know. It's just a little bit of that fake street stuff getting too big in battle rap, I think, where some people just, they might get a little lost and do some things for shock factor, and I don't know. And I'm not saying that's what Jerry did. Maybe he will shoot a kid with a shotgun. Who knows? Who's to say? I can't say. But I just, let's get away from kid bars and battle rap. Let's just, this is a conversation between men and women. Let's talk to the adults. He did have a sound effect thing in this round. He was talking about smashing Nitty's girl. Hands on the glass, sound like we fucking the Roddy Ricch. He had the Roddy Ricch little sound playing in the background, the Arsenal sound effect. He also had a cool bar. He was saying, this is a battle that Nitty could have curved now, but he didn't, and he died. Now Geechee got to rap about him in his 3rd round, and Geechee was standing right there. And he was like, it's your fault he died, and that was cool the way that went over with Geechee standing right there. So, props to Jerry. He had a couple. I feel like he did a little better in his second than in his first, personally, but still just not enough. Battle's over at this point, but just to be fair, in the 3rd, Rum starts off with another rebuttal. Y'all just watch it to see what's up. It wasn't that good, not to me. He had a line about watch how Jerry act trick as something we old people. He was like, don't be fooled by how Jerry act trick. The public. This battle is something we old people. Very slick little flip. He had a highway east to west I-90 line. They was in Atlanta local stuff. He had a still bucking like 5 deuce 4 tray line, and like for me personally that was very nostalgic. I was like, hey, let's go, Nitty. But yeah, and then he ended it with close to the end. He was like, I kick it with one finger, paper football, which not it. Definitely felt like Nitty kind of just not gave up the round, but he was just kind of coasting, And I don't know if he wrote it that way or not, or if he pulled out other material and just kind of cobbled the round together as he was going. I don't know. Maybe he knew he was going to be up 2-0 by that point. If he wrote it that way, that's crazy. Like, Jerry, you got to get that rep back if he wrote that way. Jerry clearly takes the 3rd. He had a bar about if I double click and swipe left, they got to close the app. Talking about, the boys watching the app and the violence going on. And I don't want to, spoil too much of that one because that was a good bar. Watch it. Get the app. Watch it. Then he had a fire bar where he was saying, Muhammad Ali, why should I get off the ropes if I can dodge the punches? And he like acted it out. He all like leaned back on the people that was around him on stage and actually started dodging, giving him some rope a dope. So very well performed, very well executed, by Jerry Wess. Remember that word? Yeah, man. He had a lot of good bars in the third. A lot better bars than, to me personally, he had in the first and the second. So, in my humble opinion, I have Rum Nitty with the clear coasting victory, 2-1, first and the second. Jerry Wess takes the third clearly, but not for nothing, Nitty did seem to kind of take off in the, as far as take the third off, like not really go at him like that. But yeah, man, shout out to Rum Nitty, shout out to Jerry Wess. I do want to see them both again. I think I was very pleased with the way Jerry ended it on an upswing, how he ended the battle with the third round being the best of the battle. Forward progress is always best. Obviously, we want to see Nitty again. Just a lot of talk going on with Nitty with my expert opinion stuff. What do you guys think about that? Do you think Nitty's overrated? Do you think his punches are just okay? Do you think he's not that good? He's not best pen in the game? What do you guys think? What do you think about Jerry Wess? Who do you think he should battle next? Me personally, this is something I forgot. I'm gonna start talking about this in all my videos when I do my recaps. I'm gonna give who I think the individual should battle next would be a good matchup based on where they are, the last battle they just had. So, and I think Rum said something about only chasing God tier battles now, and I'm okay with that. He's reached a certain status where he can do that. So, for Rum next, I think it's pretty clear. We got to see Khan. It's got to be Rum and Khan. Like, we're doing comeback battles with 40 cal and all that, and salute to them, but bring Khan back. Let's get that Punchline King really ironed out. For me personally, that would be awesome. And being an old school battle rap fan myself, I came up during the Conceited era when he was really popping out here. So I'd like to see him come back. For Jerry, I know he's been calling out Geach, and he even called him out a couple times in that battle, but I don't know, man. I don't know. After seeing the Rum battle, I don't know. Maybe he learns from the Rum battle and takes that into the Geechee battle and does better, but I don't see him beating Geechee right now. Let's see. For Mr. Jerry. See, the thing about Jerry that's so interesting is he's just so well-rounded. He does everything pretty well. Doesn't really blow you away with anything, but he does everything really well. He said he wants to continue to get, bigger plates and whatnot. So I don't know. I have to think about that. I'm not sure for Mr. Jerry, because I think in the Rum battle it showed he's not quite ready for that big main stage yet, but he's graduated past the small room. So like, where do we go from here? He needs kind of a mid-level battle, so to speak. No disrespect to Jerry. So yeah, that's where I'm gonna end that. We need to find Jerry's next opponent. What do y'all think after his Rum performance? Who he should get next? Who you think Rum should get next? Who you think won, lost, what rounds, what bars you think was cool? Yeah, man, appreciate y'all watching the video, and just hit the like button, subscribe, and we're gonna be keeping dropping these, man, as long as we're in quarantine and beyond. Again, I'm a young man, but I'm an old school battle rap fan. I started watching when I was real young. I don't really have any of my friends in my actual life who are battle rap fans. So I don't really have people to like jaw about it with. So that's why I'm doing this, because I like to reach out and connect with the community, and let's talk some battle rap, man. So again, thank you for viewing, and y'all stay safe out there, man, with the corona, and see you next time.